Welcome, I'm Erin. I'm coming to you from Refresh on the Mountain. I will be guiding you through a flow practice today. We will be starting in child's pose, so come to a kneeling position in the middle of your mat. Let's bring the big toes to touch and the knees apart. It's going to be an active child's pose, so everybody's going to extend the arms out in front of them. Drop the head between the arms. If your forehead doesn't touch the floor, that doesn't matter. You may want to put something underneath the forehead, but you don't have to. Start by spreading the palms nice and wide and pressing down through the palms and the fingers. Lift your wrists, forearms, and elbows off of the floor and plug your shoulders into your back. Now use your hands to press your hips back towards your heels. Don't worry if your heels don't touch. And then draw your heels towards one another and pull your belly in. So the whole body is active. Stay here, stay active. And then from here, try to reach your fingers like another inch forward. And do all of that once again. Press the palms down, press the fingers down. Lift your wrists, forearms, elbows off the floor. Plug your shoulders into your back. Pull your belly in. Press your hips towards your heels and draw your heels towards one another. One more time. Try to reach those hands out a little bit further. Press them down into your mat. Lift your arms off of the floor. Plug your shoulders into your back. Pull your belly in as you reach your hips towards your heels and hug your heels towards one another. One more breath. Good. Go ahead and shift forward to hands and knees. We activated the shoulders. Let's stretch the shoulders out. So from this tabletop position, inhale your right arm to the sky. Exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left arm. Drop your right shoulder and right ear to the floor. You can keep this left hand propped up. You can wrap it around your back. You can extend it forward and try to drop that left shoulder more towards the floor. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Slowly come out, come back to your tabletop position. Other side. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right arm, left shoulder, left ear to the floor. And then you take whatever variation you want to take with that right arm. And make your way back to tabletop. So a couple gentle hip openers. From this tabletop, bring your right leg out to the side. Right foot is turned out. Right heel is in line with your left knee. You may need a prop for this. You're going to bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot and extend your left arm to the sky. Use your right elbow to gently push your right knee back. Gently engage your buttocks and press your hips forward. Open up your chest. Maybe look up. Another breath. Good. Releasing, you're going to sit your hips back onto your left heel. Draw this right foot a little bit closer to you, and then you're just going to dive your upper body in between the legs. One more breath. And come on up. Shift back into tabletop. We'll go to the other side. Left leg comes out to the side. Left foot turns out. Left heel is in line with your right knee. Left hand on the inside of the foot, maybe on a block. Right arm stretches to the sky. Gently press your knee back using your left elbow. Squeeze your buttocks, press your hips forward, lift and your chest, and maybe look up if it's okay for your neck. Another breath. Go ahead and release. Sit your hips back onto your right heel. Draw this left foot in a little bit closer. And when you're ready, dive forward with your upper body in between your legs. One more breath here. And come on back up. Coming back to tabletop. We're just going to go right into down dog. So spread your hands nice and wide, tuck the toes underneath you, and lift your hips straight up to the sky. Take a few moments to work it out, pedaling the legs, right knee bends, left knee bends a few times. Maybe both knees deeply bend, lifting the hips as high as you can. Maybe swivel both heels to the right. Maybe swivel both heels to the left. Coming back to center, maybe looking and pressing through that right shoulder. And then maybe looking and pressing through the left shoulder. And then come back to center. Let's find some stillness while we'll work our foundation. So spread your hands wide, index fingers are forward, pressing through the thumbs and equally pressing through the pinky finger. Lift out of your wrists, lift out of your shoulders, broaden the shoulders. Let the head dangle like a piece of fruit hanging from the tree. And then let's take the heels off the floor. Bend both knees deeply and lift your tailbone as high as you can. Don't lose that connection with the upper body. Press the floor away. Try to get your spine as long as you can. And then slowly extend both legs, reaching your heels towards the mat. As always, it doesn't matter if the heels touch, and you can keep that bend in the knees if you need to. Another breath here. Stay active, stay strong. And then lift both heels high, soften through the knees, and take a walk up towards your hands. Coming into your forward fold, feet can be hips width distance. They can be wider, especially if you're a little tighter in the backside body. Soften the knees if you need to. Let the head hang heavy. If it feels good, sway. Maybe grab onto those elbows. Release the arms, interlace your hands behind you, extend the knuckles towards the ceiling. Maybe soften the knees a little bit more. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Let the head dangle. Swap out the grip, other thumb, other pinky finger on top. Release your arms. You may need a prop for this. You're going to take your right hand right underneath your face. You can be on fingertips, palm flat, or again on a prop. Bend your right knee, try to keep this left leg straight, and then sweep the left arm to the sky. Maybe look up. Try not to drop into this exercise. Stay extended, stay lifted, and press a little bit into the outer left hip. Switch it out, left hand underneath your face, left knee bends, and then you sweep that right arm to the sky. Then you keep the Shoulders and head come up very last. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Touch the palms overhead. Draw the hands to your heart. Close your eyes if you'd like. We'll just take a couple of moments here. Flicker your eyes open. Cross your thumbs, spread your fingers. Sweep your arms straight up, squeeze your buttocks, lift your chest, look up. And then again, interlace your hands behind you. Dive forward for a counter stretch. Right away, the knuckles pull you back up to standing. Swap out the grip, other thumb in front. Sweep those arms up, squeeze the buttocks, lift your chest, look up. Release, interlace the hands, opposite grip, dive forward. Right away, the knuckles draw you back up to the ceiling, or to standing. Sweep those arms to the ceiling, fingertips extend, pull your belly in, knees can bend here if you need to, longest spine as you can maintain as you come down, back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands can come to the shins if you need to, knees can bend if your spine is rounding. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to step the left leg back, drop the knee, release the toes. Always prop yourself up if you need to. Make sure knee is over the ankle. It's not going too far forward or hanging behind the heel. If you're with me, sweep those arms straight up, next to the ears. Belly in so you don't sink into the lower back. Press the big toe down, press the top of the back foot down. For a little bit more extension, you can place your right hand on your knee, lift the chest, find a gentle back bend. And release. Both hands on the side, either side of your front foot. Start to sit your hips back, straighten out your front leg to your ability. We're going to keep our spine straight, so prop yourself up on your fingertips, on blocks, whatever you need to. Think of reaching your heart forward. We're going to flex the foot and then point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. One more time. Flex and point. And then end with the foot flexed. Now, nice and gentle. Try not to cock the hips to one side. Just isolate the front leg and turn it in. So you're sickling your foot. Should feel a pretty intense stretch along the outside of your right leg. And bring it back through center. And again, try not to move the hips. Just turn your right foot and right leg out. And bringing it back through center, right foot flat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the floor, coming into your runner's lunge. Anybody that wants an extra little challenge, float the hands off the floor just for a moment. And then back to the hands back down, step your back foot forward, forward fold. Soften through the knees, gently roll through the spine. Right away, arms up over the head sideways, touch the palms. And we're just going to dive right back down to our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. This time, step your right leg back, drop your back knee, release your back toes. Take a moment to find your alignment, knee over the ankle. And then figure out if you need props or to place the hands on the knee. If you're with me, arms up next to the ears. Hug up the belly, lift the chest, press your front big toe down, press the back of the top of the back foot down, and take a few moments here, nice and strong. Anybody that needs a little extra, left hand on your knee, press against that knee so you can lift the chest, maybe find a little back bend. And release. Both hands on either side of the front foot. back nice and slow. Straighten your front leg, again, to your ability. That may mean the leg isn't straight at all. That's okay. And we're going to keep our spine long for this exercise. So continuously reach your heart forward. And nice and gentle, flex the foot. And point. And flex. Point. Flex. Point. One more time. Flex. And point. Ending with the foot flexed. Now we're just isolating the left leg. Try not to move the hips. Turn your left foot in. So we're sickling the left foot. Coming back through center. And again, isolating that left leg. Turn the left foot and leg out. Come back through center, left foot flat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off of the floor, heart forward, runner's lunge. Those that want a little bit more of a challenge, hover the hands above the floor. This time we'll step back to down dog. Let's lift the right leg up, open up the hip and the knee. Let's make this feel good. Strong arms. Right hip as open as you can get it. Let's keep the right leg open, but straighten your leg. And then use the left side of your belly to square those hips towards the floor. And then the right foot down. Left leg extended up. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Press through the hands, strong arms. Left hip nice and open. Keep your hip open, straighten out your left leg, and then use your lower right abdominals to square those hips off, and then set the left foot down. Inhale, shift forward to a plank. Let's take a few moments here. Heart is pulling forward, arms are strong, pushing the floor away. Eyes are looking slightly forward, belly is in. Thighs are squeezing up. Inhale, slightly shift forward. Hug your elbows to your ribs. Use your knees if you need to, and lower everything to the floor. Slide your hands back a little bit so your fingertips are in line with the tops of your shoulders. All right, press the tops of the feet down. Suck up your kneecaps. Inhale, come up, cobra. Squeeze your elbows in, reach your elbows towards your waist, broaden your collarbone, and then lower down. Second time, you can come up a little bit higher, but keep your shoulders away from your ears. So that may mean the elbows stay bent a little bit. Inhale, come on up, Bhujangasana. Activate the lower body to protect the lower back. And set it down. Find your way back to down dog. Couple of breaths. Inhale, lift the hips, bend the knees. Exhale, take a step, a walk, or a little hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Touch the palms. Exhale, draw the hands to your heart. Sweep those arms back up. Back bend if you want. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your upper push-up. Lower halfway down or all the way down. Another cobra or upper facing dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Find the breath again when you get here. And inhale, prepare. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, draw the hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep those arms back up, back bend if you want. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your upper push-up, and then you find your way back to down dog, whatever makes sense to you. When you get back to down dog, take a couple of breaths. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time bend your knees, bring the weight to your heels, and find your chair pose. Continuously shift your weight back and down. Pull your belly in. Keep your chest lifted. Think of being the shortest person with your legs, tallest person with your spine. From here, we're going to toe heel the feet out so they're hips width distance apart. Sit down a little bit deeper. Again, toe heel the feet apart into a wide power chair. Sit down low. And then we come back the same way. Toe heel the feet in, hips width distance. Toe heel the feet all the way in, back to chair, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank, flow through your vinyasa, or just step right back to down dog. And take a few breaths in down dog. Child's pose. Any variation, knees together, knees apart. Just let the heart rate come down for a few moments. And another breath here. Make your way back to downward facing dog. We'll add on to our flow a little bit. We're going to start in our downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale, right leg up. Right knee crosses underneath you, touches the left elbow. And then touch your right arm. Shoot it back, three-legged dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Spin your back foot flat. We come up, warrior two. Go wider than you want to go with the legs. Stack knee over the ankle. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Broaden the chest. Pull your arms apart. Focus your eyes. One more big breath here. See if you can sink a little deeper into the pose. Expand it. And then vinyasa or down dog. Other side, left leg up. Left knee, right elbow. Left elbow. Three-legged dog. Step your foot through. Spin the back foot flat. Come on up, warrior two. Again, wide stance. Knee over ankle. Shoulders over hips. Broaden the collarbone and broaden the chest. Pull your arms away from each other. Focus your eyes over the left hand. And we take one more huge breath here. Maybe you go deeper, find more space in the pose, and then cartwheel it out, vinyasa. Couple of breaths. chair pose. Weight to your heels, belly in. All right, nice and steady. Pick up your left heel. Squeeze your left heel toward your butt cheek. And then nice and slow, extend that left leg back, landing in your high lunge. Spin your back foot flat, open up warrior two. Good, one breath here. This time, straighten your front leg. Extend your torso out. When you can't extend anymore, right hand down, left arm up. Remember to never rest your hand on your knee. You can have props if you need them here. You can put your hand on your foot. You can hover the hand. Spine stays long, reaching out. Stack shoulders, maybe look up, squeeze the buttocks. All right, to come out of it, rebend that right leg, reverse your warrior, and then vinyasa. Find the breath again and come back into down dog. Other side, left leg up. Left knee, right elbow. Left elbow, left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. And then step your back foot forward, chair. Weight goes to the heels, belly is in. And again, nice and steady, lift your right heel up. Squeeze your right heel towards your buttocks. And then extend that right leg back, eventually dropping to our high crescent lunge. Right away, spin your back foot flat, open up warrior two. One big breath here. Slowly straighten your left leg. Extend the torso out. When you can't find any more length, that's when we find our triangle pose. Find where your left hand needs to be, front or behind the foot, resting on top of the foot, or the shin, hovering, using a prop. And then reach the crown of your head forward, so we're not collapsing in the pose, we stay lifted. Stack the shoulders, maybe look up. Squeeze through the buttocks, stay strong through the legs. Another breath. To come out of this, rebend your left leg, reverse the warrior, vinyasa, or down dog. Eventually meeting, all of us meet in down dog. One more breath. Child's pose. Another breath here. Rolling up through the spine. Before our last round, we're going to take a little detour. So make your way back to downward facing dog. Strong arms, hips nice and high, backs of the legs open. From here, inhale, shift forward to your plank. All right, some of you are going to keep your feet apart and just swivel over to the right. Some of you can stack the foot. If you need to modify further, drop the right knee down, left arm to the sky. We're moving into side plank. All right, activate your right armpit, lift the left hip up. Back to plank, and then lower to your belly. All right, we're gonna set up for bow pose. So go ahead and bend both knees, reach back, and grab your feet from the outside. Include your thumbs, so the thumbs are underneath your feet, they're with the rest of your fingers. Make sure your knees are somewhat close, at least hips width distance apart. You don't want them out to the side. And then relax your shoulders down. Exhale all of your breath out. On your inhale, kick. Kick your feet into the palms of your hands and pull your shoulder blades together. If your knees went out, bring your legs back towards one another. It's hard to talk when I do this. Roll forward onto the soft part of your belly. Pull your shoulder blades together. Kick up a little bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Press back, child's pose. I always recommend the knees together version so you can round your spine, giving your spine a counter stretch. All right, roll up through the spine. Let's do the other side. Coming back to the downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, shift forward plank. Spin to the outside of your left foot. Take whatever variation of side plank, Vashisthasana. Activate the left armpit, right hip lifts up. And right hand down, plank. Lower to the floor. Release the toes. All right, so some of you are going to do the version of bow that we just did. And some of you, or if you can, you're going to flex the feet this time and see if you can grab for your ankles. So if you can only grab for your feet, try to point your toes. If you can grab for your ankles, flex the feet. Different action. All right, exhale all of your breath out. On your inhale, kick. If you have flex feet, you're going to kick behind you and lift your chest off of the floor. So again, a different action. If your toes are pointed, you're kicking up and rolling forward. If you're with me, kick back, lift the chest, 3, 2, 1, and release. That press back, child's pose. Another breath. And roll on up through the spine. All right, we have one more round of our flow to get through, and then we'll cool it down. So let's come on back to downward facing dog. It's a little bit of a longer flow, so we're just going to go straight from our three-legged dog. First, find your down dog. All right, right leg to the sky. Right knee, left elbow, right elbow, right leg up, three-legged dog. Step your right foot through, stay on the ball of your back foot, and then step your left foot forward, chair pose. Weight to your heels, belly in. Lift your left heel, pull your heel to your buttock, extend that left leg back, drop it back, press it. Spin your back foot flat, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg right away. Triangle pose. One big breath. Reverse your warrior. This time, windmill your arms down, come back to runner's lunge. Pull the heart forward on an inhale. Keep the back heel up on your exhale, straighten your front leg, pyramid pose. Inhale through runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Let's hold for a big breath. Come back through your runner's lunge. Once again, step the back foot forward, chair. Here's our standing balance today. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Sit your hips back even further, figure four chair. Arms can stay here, hands can go heart center. You can drape your torso over your legs, hands to the floor, drop the head. You can work an arm balance here. You can try twisting your figure four chair, elbow into the arch of your foot, pressing the palms of your hands together. One more breath wherever you are. We're going to meet back, feet together, chair. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa, or just step back to down dog. Couple more breaths in down dog before we go to the other side. All right, final round. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow, left elbow, three-legged dog. Step the foot through, runner's lunge. Step the back foot forward. Chair, weight shifts back. Right heel comes up. Right heel squeezes towards your butt cheek. Extend that right leg back, drop it back, crescent. Spin the back foot flat, warrior two. Extend the right leg straight, triangle pose. One big breath. Re-bend your left leg. Reverse your warrior. This time windmill down. Find your runner's lunge. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, runners. Pyramid this time will hold. And then shift forward back through your runner's lunge. Step your back foot forward, coming back into chair. This time we cross the right ankle over the left knee. Sit your hips back, that'll help you with your balance. And keep your arms here. Hands can come heart center. You can drape your leg, torso over your leg and drop your head. Or you can work on an arm balance or a twist. If you fall, no big deal. You get right back in. One more moment here. And we meet back, feet together, back into chair. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Final vinyasa, take it or leave it. Couple of breaths in down dog. Child's pose. Take a few moments in child's pose. Again, let the heart rate come down. Reconnect with your breath. Let the breathing come back to normal. Couple more breaths. All right, slowly come up, rolling up through your spine. Go ahead and just sit off to one side. We're going to start to cool down, first with wide Janu Shavasana. So extend your right leg out and hug your left heel towards your groin. As always, if your left knee is pretty far up, stick something underneath, towels, blankets, pillows, whatever you have. And then flex your right foot. This right foot must stay active the whole time. We don't want it to go dead there. Let's extend both arms up towards the sky. Lift up out of your waist. First, just start to lean into it. And then figure out where you can go. You can grab your shin. You can grab your ankle. If you can take your first two fingers, hook them on the inside of your big toe. If you have that, then you're going to bring your elbow on the inside of your right calf. Use that pressure to rotate the chest towards the sky. If you have the space, have the mobility, you can bring the left arm over the ear. Eventually you'll grab the outside of the foot and corkscrew your chest towards the ceiling. Keep kicking out through your right heel. Feel that beautiful stretch along the left side body. One more breath. And then come on back up. Just going to easy peasy change sides. Bring that right heel towards your towards your groin. Extend the left foot out. Prop up your right knee if you need to. Keep that left foot flexed the whole time. Both arms up. Lift up out of the waist. And then again, start to lean into it. Find some space. And then go where you can go. Grab the shin, grab the ankle, maybe hook the first two fingers around the big toe, maybe press against that left calf with your elbow as you open up the chest towards the ceiling. Again, if you have the space, right arm over the ear. Those of you that have more, grab the outside of the left foot and then pull the chest towards the ceiling. Those of you doing that, make sure the right hip doesn't come off of the floor. Keep it anchored. One more breath. Stay active through the left foot. And come on up. All right, you're going to set yourself up for a bridge pose. This one's just slightly different. You're going to hold on to the edges of your mat. So get down there and come onto your back first, and then grab on to the edges of your mat. Make sure your feet are hips width distance, feet flat to the floor. Scoot your heels as close to your hips as you can. And again, if you haven't grabbed the sides of your mat, grab the sides of your mat. Press down through your heels, tuck your tailbone, and lift the hips straight up to the sky. From here, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you and really pull on your mat to help you do that. This variation, I want you to lift your chest as high as you can, bringing your stomach towards your collarbone. Press down through your feet. Lift the chest a little higher. And come on down. We're going to do that one more time. Make sure your feet are pointing forward. They're not pointing out or pigeon-toed in any way. Heels are close to the hips. Grab onto the edges of your mat. Put the weight in your heels, tuck your tailbone, and peel your spine off of the floor. Hold on to the mat, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, and lift your chest as high as you can. You're creating a compression along the front of the throat. Hold on to the edges of the mat, lift your chest nice and high. And come on down. Open up your feet, mats width distance, and allow your knees to just tick-tock. Right, left, right, left, right, left. All right. Let's hug the right knee to the chest and twist at the end here. Extend your left leg long. Use your hands to pull that right knee more towards your shoulder. Give it a good squeeze. Again, creating a compression along the right hip. And then we'll take the right knee across the body, roll on over. Try to keep your right shoulder on the floor. Those of you that need to, bend your bottom leg up for more support. Maybe look over towards the right. Just another breath here. And coming on back through center. Hug the right knee and then switch it out. Hug the left knee in, extend your right leg to the floor. Get a good grip with your hands and pull your left knee towards your left shoulder. Give it a really nice tug so you create that compression along the head, cutting off the circulation for a few seconds. And then we release, cross the left knee over the body, roll on over. Again, bend both knees up if you need to. Keep the left shoulder anchored to the floor. If it's coming up, you're going too far. Maybe look over towards the left. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. Making your way back to your back, hug the left knee in. Hug the right knee in. Curl up into a little ball if you like. And then set yourself up for your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Make sure your buttocks flesh is relaxed. You can use your hands to kind of iron it out. You can wiggle your legs a little bit. Make sure you're not gripping in the front of your hips. Arms are angled out away from the body slightly. Palms face up towards the ceiling. Let the toes naturally fall out to the side. Lower jaw released. Tongue relaxed. Skin on your forehead soft. The back of your skull and the back of your whole body is sinking deeper and deeper into the floor below you. I'll see you in a few moments. Start to bring some awareness back to your body. You can wiggle fingers and toes. You can gently rock the head side to side. Slowly start to move onto your side. Take a moment there. And then gently press yourself up using your hands. Come to a seated position. Bring the arms up, touch the palms. Bring your hands heart center. Thank you for practicing with me again. Namaste.